Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are all keeping well. Steve here. Welcome back to the channel if you've returning, or welcome to the channel if it's your very first time of viewing. Got this will be the 10th video, so there's a few there for you to look back at if you haven't seen them before. And I hope you'll enjoy and click like and subscribe and leave some comments. Very few comments so far, so comments are good or bad. But let's see some comments if you don't mind. On today's video, you'll see the usual weigh-in, some snippets of food videos with my wife Saipin, and some photos. Within the photos, you'll see some diabetic Welsh cakes that I made. And these are something that I did some years ago, and they're very good because they really don't interfere with my my sugar levels, and that's obviously very important. But it just sometimes, I don't know if you're like me, you get a craving for something cakey, and these fit the bill. Very easy to make, very quick to make, using almond flour instead of normal flour. Using a stevia sweetener instead of sugar, and then usual sultanas. I don't put currants in mine. I know some people like the currants and that's what you're supposed to put in, but I prefer just sultanas, and a little bit of salt, and that's it. And just usual mix them all together with a drop of milk, one egg, and cook them on a grill or griddle, and very simple to make, very easy to eat, I might add. So I made some more yesterday, and there's about 2/3 of them left, so I'm not being too bad. But I made smaller ones this time as well, so that they last a bit longer. So the weight is, as you know from last video, I put on 0.3 of a kilo, which was disappointing as the first increase. However, I'm pleased to say that this week I've lost 0.3 of a kilo, so I'm back to where I was a couple of weeks ago, which is good, especially under these trying times. The insulin levels are still exactly the same, so we're 18 in the morning, 18 in the evening. I've not had any hypos or any sort of low sugar readings recently, because of the fact that I am eating that little bit more than I was. I'm also very conscious of keeping my sodium levels up, so again adding a bit of salt to my food, which I wasn't doing. So all in all, everything's good. My readings for my bloods are usually around the 9-10 mark, and I'm happy with that. I know, as I've said before, the experts say it should be around by 5 or 6, but I don't feel well if I get down that low. So 9 or 10 is the normal. I have had a few excessive peaks, but that's been down to eating the odd bit of chocolate at night. Now normally chocolate doesn't affect my sugar levels, but for some reason it's doing it at the moment. So trying to limit the chocolate again. But when you're sat at home with nothing to do most of the time, chocolate becomes very inviting, as I'm sure you're all finding. Whatever your cravings are, I'm sure they're having to be satisfied at the moment. So we're all in the same boat, unfortunately. But luckily, health-wise, I have been in self-isolation for about a month now, I think, because of being diabetic. Yeah, it just is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. But let's just hope it doesn't go on for too much longer, and we all come out of it as best we can. I know there's been a few, well, I say a few, there's a substantial amount of people that have not survived, which is very sad. So let's hope that it is brought under control very quickly now. I am going to put a link in this video to the Diabetes UK website. There's a lot of information on there, and they've got some very good YouTube videos on as well. And there's one in particular that's on type 2 diabetes, and it's a very short video, but it just really explains how type 2 diabetes affects people. So I could sit here talking to you for ages about it, and I don't really know an awful lot about it, except the fact that I've got it and I know how I should manage it. But for those of you who are interested, I've put a link to the video on this the bottom down here on the bottom, and as I say, it's there's a lot of information on. Clearly it's diabetes.co.uk, so that's their business, but there's a lot of information and good information on there as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. I am going to try and do another one next week so that we keep it going. You'd think I was so busy that I wouldn't have time to do these things, but quite the opposite is true. So I've got no excuse really to not make these, except for the fact that if I'm cheating. So there we are. So the weight today, as I say, is 98.1, so it's back where it was. Insulin levels exactly the same, 18 in the morning, 18 in the evening. So everything's pretty much stable. I know the whole point of these videos is to lose weight and get off the insulin. And we are still aiming, or I am still aiming to do that. But these are a trying time, shall we say. Exercise is not really something that I've done anything of really. I think I've been out for a walk once since the lockdown. So, but wait until it all clears, then we'll have to start doing something. So anyway, let me get on with the videos and show you what we've been up to, and speak to you soon. Thanks now, bye. Good morning. Today is Monday the 13th of April. Still in the middle of lockdown, as we all are everywhere. So let's see what the dreaded weight is doing today. Not good, I'm sure. Hmm, 98.1. Okay, I'm happy with that. So the little chef has started without me today, so I'm coming in at a disadvantage, not really knowing what we're having. What we having, chef?
Stir-fry noodle with vegetable
And
chicken.
chicken?
Chicken.
Is that chicken as a bird or chicken as a chicken?
Then chicken.
Thank you.
It's Thai level. So we have the shredded pak choy and then chicken noodle.
Lovely.
Okay. Also,
Which one's that? Oyster?
yes. Okay. So
Soy sauce?
I got the chicken powder
Like
stock.
a stock, yeah, chicken stock, yeah.
Okay. Quite spicy chili. Spoon.
A little bit of chili. Lovely.
Yeah.
There's egg in there as well, yeah?
Oh yes, yes.
Just one?
Just one egg.
Time to taste?
And taste.
This is the best part of the job. Perfect. Very nice.
Don't need anything?
Nope.
Then.
So there we go, the finished product on the plate, ready to eat. And here are some diabetic Welsh cakes that I made earlier. It's using almond flour and a sweetener as opposed to sugar, stevia, and sultanas. Very simple to make, but they're very dry. The flour I got is not the usual one. It was more a ground almond, which didn't really have the flour texture, but they taste okay, and I'm sure, knowing me, I'll eat them. So there we go. So what have you got hiding under there tonight, Saipin? Oh, spinach and garlic mushrooms, but with a little eggy in the middle. Oh, and whose spinach is this? Jasmine rice bubbling away. And there we go, the finished product. Garlic mushrooms, spinach, and an egg thrown in as an extra. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed those. Saipin's food, as always, really delicious. We'll do a few more videos this week. Been trying some different recipes as well, so make it not so monotonous. And hopefully see you next week. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. Thanks now. Bye.